enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough.
With a new stadium rising just to the west of us, for now we're back for football in the familiar setting of Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. On the visitor's sideline, a look at the Jets head coach. His guys put together a solid opening month, 3 wins against just 1 defeat. On the other side, the Bills head coach. His team looking for a spark, hoping their fans will give it to them here at home as we are set to go. Game time is here. Glad you're with us. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. And off we go in Western New York. Set to go to work for the first time. They'll be let out by the young man in his 2nd season in the NFL.
The biggest takeaway coming off last week's loss is he just needs to make a bigger impact overall. He certainly wasn't bad. I mean, no interceptions, protected the ball. But he needs to do more. He needs to kind of let it loose and take some more shots downfield and maybe throw into some tighter windows. For his team to win, this offense needs to be better, and at the front of that is the play of the quarterback.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll look to throw. A short throw caught by Kincaid. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. This one is complete to DK Metcalf. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down. A pickup of 8.
And the Bills first down.
Give up the middle to Harris. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in back. It's 3rd and 4.
Gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Now they'll set up to throw. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. So the Jets offense ready to take over for the first time. They'll be led by the man from North Carolina, 6'4", quarterback Drake May.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically. They got the win. He can continue to play that style of ball. It's going to be a tough group to match up with.
Here's a first carry for their running back. And he skips away nicely for that first defender. It's a pickup of 5. You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. We'll get this to about midfield. Kalen Bullock there on the tackle.
Brings up 3rd
and short. And here is May. And he'll be taken down, but good enough to keep this drive going. It's a first down.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for Jets. First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Throwing on second down. May. Quick throw, taken in. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third down.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. It's a gain of 10 yards. And the Jets have a first down.
Jets, first down. It's a gain of 10. First down, New York.
On play action, here's May. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Second and 3 at the 16-yard line.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Some pretty good speed coming off the line there, and it helped him disrupt that draw. Well, I don't think disrupting is the right word. He flat out stopped the draw, handing them a loss.
From out of the gun, here's May. That one, take it in. Touchdown, Jets. That his first touchdown this year.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Jets will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Bills offense going to take over now for the second time. Greg, I love the evolution of the NFL. Every 3-4 years feels like things change a little bit. Right now it feels like we're in a running back, running game era. Does that make sense to you?
Absolutely, and the league has such a funny way of continuing to reinvent itself. Years ago, 15, 20 years ago, Mike, this was a running back-led league. It was play action. Quarterbacks were under center. And then what offenses realized was the best way to score points is to generate explosive plays. Get a bunch of yardage all at one time because it's very hard to sustain possessions in the NFL. So as a result, they said, okay, what's the best way to generate big plays? It's to throw the ball downfield. So it became a very pass-heavy league. And then now defenses had to answer. The days of the big defensive tackles, the 260-pound Mike linebackers, everyone now on the field had to be able to defend space and defend the pass. And there was a lot more air on the field created by the defenses. So now, as a result, the offenses are saying, okay, we're throwing into all these bad looks, all these teams playing dime and multiple defensive backs. We're now going to take advantage of smaller bodies on the field, and we're going to run the ball at you. So the way I like to classify it is, Mike, offenses aren't running the ball more because they want to. Offenses are running the ball more because defenses are encouraging them to do that and saying, I dare you to run the ball 40 times this game and generate enough big plays to score enough points to beat you.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, it's May. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Operating from the shotgun, it's May. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. Here's 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Jets, first down.
They'll turn and hand this one off. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Second and 11.
At the 40-yard line.
Throwing now is May. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Third and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come third down.
They'll run. It's the man from Virginia Tech, Facial Tootin. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. The Jets have it here to start quarter number 2. Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and 4. As we are ready to get back underway. Oh, good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30.
That's another Jets first down. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Jets.
They'll stay on the ground. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. They've got it. It'll be first and goal after a pickup of 21.
Sometimes all it takes is that one key block to spring this back. He's just so good in open space, and man, that was a heck of a run, and it sets up first and goal.
Here's a run. Oh, making defenders look silly out there on his way into the end zone. Touchdown, New York.
Tell you what, this offense has come out, and they have completely dominated here in the early going, Mike. I mean, this has just been methodical, sustained, back-to-back drives right down the field. And then to finish in the red zone, man, you just can't draw it up any better than that.
Lutz for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Jets move out on top, 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with first and 10. This drive begins with a run by Harris. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. It is second and 9.
Second and 9.
The tight end Kincaid in motion. He'll drop to throw. He'll step up and run this. And he'll be brought down, but what a run. Down to the 40. 25 yards, the pickup there. Good for a Bills first down.
40-yard line.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
4 yards. That's another Bills first down.
There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it'll bring up second down.
Second and 10.
He'll look to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make. And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's May. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
It's second down and 10.
Now, May. Catch made right side by Thomas. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
13 yards on the play.
May now on first and 10. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the...
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Daniil Hunter, pass rusher extraordinaire, in action again.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. They put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
Left side catch made by McConkey. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
That's another Jets.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he's going to be knocked down hard behind the line.
Well, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
May to throw on second down. They'll try to hit him with a screen. They'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Complete to number 19.
Here's a third down and 4.
And it's third down.
To throw now. May. He's got the open man. That's McConkey. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
First down. A 5-yard gain on the play.
They'll go play action with May. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 11-yard line.
Throw again is May. He'll get this out to his running back. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. Third and 5. May to the air once more. He'll try and get there, and he's in. Great May. Touchdown, New York. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs could be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Bills offense ready to see what they can do. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. Metcalf reels it in on the right side. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
On the handoff, it's Harris. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Bills, first down.
They'll look to throw. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Back to throw. Metcalf with the grab. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. He's got his man. That's Kincaid. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
12 yards. That's good for a Bills first down.
Now they'll set up to throw. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Brings up 2nd and 17. At the 46.
Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. There's an old saying in golf, Mike, that when you're on the green, never up, never in. In this case, the ball's on target. It just didn't have enough steam to get there. Winds up no good.
From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Jets offense getting set to get back to work. They'll start out first down and 10. Ooh. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. On 2nd down, it's May. Right side and hauled in by McConkey. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Now after the play, it looks like we have an injured Jet on the field. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff will get a chance to look him over during the break. On 1st and 10, here's May.
Just take what the defense is giving you, and you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch-and-catch throws underneath, pitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Throwing on 2nd down, May. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
First down. A gain of 4 yards.
May to throw again.
First down, 2 yards.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Daniil Hunter answer. He gets in to record his second sack of the game, number 4 on the season. So, halftime straight ahead, and we go down to Scott Hansen, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. The first month of the season has come and gone. Some early surprises, some early
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The third quarter begins with a run. Off the sideline to the 40. And he is out of bounds at the 45.
The Jets, first down. A gain of 16 yards. And the Jets, first down.
Right back to him on first down. And he ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll stick with him again. And he'll get this down to the 40. That's a nice run. It's also a first down.
Good for the Jets. First down. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Jets.
Out of the gun, here's May. Not a man, it's Thomas. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and
Operating
6.
from the shotgun, it's May. And the Bills are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line.
So we saw in the first half, Mike, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a chance to cut this deficit.
It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. Left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Texas.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit over-eager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. His drive will start on the ground. And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on first down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down, they'll run. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
That's hot. Left side. It's complete. And And a big strike for good yardage there, all the way up to midfield.
Yards on the play.
Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Here's May. They'll look to set up the screen here. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's
Working out of the gun. It's May. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
First down, New York.
Up the middle they go. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
And a good tackle out wide will hold him to a gain of just 3.
Brought down at the 30-yard line.
He'll look to pick it up with Tootin. And he is going to have a Jets first down. They're able to convert by plenty on 3rd and 1.
That's another Jets first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now, May. Looking middle, he'll get it complete to McConkey. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They try to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete. Important one here. Want to keep this drive moving. Got to pick up 3rd and 4. And that is incomplete. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down.
Will Lutz on for the field goal. A 32-yard attempt.
Lutz's kick is good. And the Jets will extend their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bills offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. The right side, catch made by Dobbs. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
They'll throw out of the gun. That one just too far. Out in front, and it's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And it looks like he's going to have the first down. The defense is right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the first down. Metcalf makes the grab again. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
They'll look to throw yet again.
24-yard line.
That's Dobbs open left side. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
That's good for a Bills.
In motion goes Dobbs. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
42-yard line.
On the handoff, here's Harris running right. Whoa! Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25.
It's a gain of 21 yards.
A gain there of 21. First down, Buffalo.
First down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
You know, Mike, this is why they teach these guys to never give up on a run. There was multiple times there that he could have taken what he got, go down with the tackle, and lived to play another day. But he kept fighting, broke free, and then look at the play that resulted. Huge gain.
Here's second and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
He'll look to throw. He'll take off again. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's first and goal coming up.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
Now this time they'll look. The blitz gets there, and he lost the football. The Jets have got it. He's inside the 40, inside the 20. And he returns this all the way. Touchdown, Jets. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop them with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they force the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Jets will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bills offense ready to take over possession of the football. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with first and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He finds Metcalf on the slant. And they mark him down just shy of the 40.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Bills first down.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Let's give credit to the defense. I mean, those throws, they have not been there this entire game, and they have tried time and time again to test this defense downfield, and you can see a little frustration mounting from some of these receivers. They cannot connect downfield.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Now a screen set up for Harris. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
NYJ Harris. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
They'll look to throw again. That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid. They'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up third and 1.
He'll try and throw for it on third and 1. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be fourth down.
Sets up fourth down.
He's going to try to get this himself. And he is going to have the Bills first down. They picked it up easily, didn't they? Gain of 9. on 4th and 2.
I love this call, Mike. Put the pressure on the defense to make the right decision. In this case, they decide to go after the running back, but it's the quarterback who pulls it and keeps it himself and is able to convert for the first down.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Handoff here, up the middle, and that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down. The Jets offense back onto the field for their next possession. They are looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on, as they're going to start this drive 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of a 1st down after a gain of 7.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's
3rd and short. And here is May. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Daniil Hunter. He gets in to record his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
So on 4th down, on comes Michael Dixon to punt. Fair catch made here. The drive will start at the 23-yard line. The Bills offense ready to get back at it. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That pass pinballing around, and it ends up in the hands of the receiver. Wow. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6.
At the 28-yard line.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. He'll swing this out to Harris. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
6. That's good for Bills.
Now they'll set up to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
To number 87. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line. 8 yards on the
Back
pickup.
to the air one more time. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms and is incomplete. Now a 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Slot man in motion right. Now on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. And it looks like he's going to have a 1st down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs. Now he'll run it.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
Metcalf left side, he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
23 yards. That's another Bills 1st down.
And they'll First and goal is down inside the 10-yard line.
First down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, a couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal. Throwing now from the gun. He's got his big tight end, Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Buffalo. That touchdown #1 for him on the year. On now, Eddie Pinheiro for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bills are able to edge a bit closer.
Makes the score Jets 31, Bills 13.
So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. We'll try to get even closer with an onside kick.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the fourth quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. And a few kneel downs should do it here. Defensively, they do still have those 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. A handoff as they try to run it here. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
At the 31. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Oh, no dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Back at the 36.
Well, the defense gets a rare win. We've seen this ball carrier have his way on the ground pretty much all day today, Mike, and give credit to the defense. They were able to get back in the backfield with some penetration and bring him down for a loss.
And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts. This one is about done.
You can always tell what a team's decision will be on 4th down, Mike, based on what they do on 3rd down. In this case, unfortunately, they didn't get enough yards on the ground to make that 4th down more manageable. I think they have to reconsider whether they go for it here.
So this one a win for the visiting Jets. And it is their 3rd consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.